Sunday, Sunday, Sunday fun day. Welcome back, my friends. Aaron here bringing you your daily horoscope for February 2nd, 2020. All right, we got the moon breaking away from breakthrough planet Uranus, okay? The aha moments or whatever happened on Saturday. I'm putting this out early as like a little weekend, horoscope deal, just putting it all together for us to just have the information if we so need it. Okay, so we got the moon still in stable Taurus, which is exciting because it's receiving a lot of energy, a lot of very helpful energy from its sister counterpart, Capricorn. The earth signs are all feminine energy. Earth and water signs we look at as a feminine energy, which is interesting because Capricorn, the ruling planet, or planet associated with Capricorn, Saturn is looked at as like the father. Old astrology, Saturn used to rule Aquarius and Capricorn, okay? And it's still looked at as like Chronos, father time in astrology land. But Capricorn and the earth signs are a feminine energy, okay? And the air and fire signs are looked at as a masculine energy, destruction. We have creation, destruction, creation, destruction. Not saying that the masculine, again, we're talking about the energy, not male or female. Anyway, so it's sister counterpart, sister sign, earth sign to earth sign, okay? Creation, 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 creation. We have a lot of flow going on between our emotional moon, Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn, okay? So we have emotional stability on one end. We have a favorite place to be exalted, just like Neptune, or just like Venus is exalted here in Pisces. And those two are going to be creating a sextile today. Okay, so first, the moon's going to sextile to Neptune. Okay, so emotional stability, connect with my dreams. My dreams connect with transcending the laws of what I am used to, the laws of what I'm known. Taurus is also about old structures, okay? This is about money. This is about structures. This is about tradition. This is about things, material possessions. But in this sense, I want to look at it in the sense of tradition, okay? This is how it is for tradition. And this energy of Capricorn saying, well, we can make new and we can create more. We can create new traditions that don't exist yet. We can look at the old traditions. We can break away from those old traditions. We can take pieces of what we enjoyed, So it's like, here you go. Again, Capricorn, Saturn is the teacher, is the law of this physical world, the law of our universe. So we can say, all right, I want to be a teacher. I am a teacher. Okay, and I've learned from this individual and this individual and this individual and this individual along my path. Okay, and I liked when this person did this, didn't so much care for this. I liked when this person did this and didn't so much care for this. I liked when they did this and didn't, gravitate or resonate with this over here. So we have this ability to look at traditions, to look at traditional teaching, to look at traditional values, to look at traditional ways of dealing with our emotions. We're talking about our emotional moon here, ways of dealing with our emotions and bringing them to a place, again, of expansion, transcendence, and structure. Okay, which is really powerful. So Jupiter is our expansion. Pluto is transformation, transcendence right now at 23 degrees, still creating that fate-like energy to Neptune. Okay, this is saying, look, this world is not what you think it is. This world is not as cut and dry. It's not what you've been told your whole life. This so much more. Open up. Again, like that infrared, ultraviolet, there are more colors to the spectrum that we have yet to discover. There are more feelings to feel than just good and bad. I mean, we just draw a line and we can put all the adjectives of good up here. Happy and positive and loved and loving. And then down here, I feel sad, bitter, angry, suffering, lonely, whatever. We create these little lines, but it's just like we're so much more complex than that, especially emotionally. So we're dealing with, again, stability in our emotions, a place where we can feel grounded, feel centered, and deal with changes. And so we're dealing with emotional expansion, emotional transformation, emotional restructuring, okay? And during that transformation, again, it's making that connection. So emotional transformation to living our dreams, to aligning with that of which we know is a possibility. Or sometimes we don't even know it's possible yet, and we're going to have the ability to break through that stuff. That's why Uranus's job is, over the next several years in Taurus is going to just be eye-opening for us. It's going to change us. All of this Saturn, Pluto stuff in Capricorn, we're going to change our government. We're going to change old traditions. We're going to change laws. We're going to change, again, it was only 100 years ago that women were being arrested for marching in front of the White House for the right to vote. Mind-blowing to me. Mind-blowing. Couple hundred years ago, being burned for knowing math and witches and stuff. It's just like, my brain does not operate that way, and I know many don't. That's mind blowing. So, but it's like that's how life was at a certain time, which is very sad, and it's taken us a long time to move past that, to heal these wounds. Yeah, to be able to see that there is a better future. There is a better way of living. There's an equality. There is an even keeledness uniting us all, and that's part of Sun's job right now in Aquarius. Unity, community. The equality between all brothers and sisters. Okay, between everybody holding hands together, and it's just like, look, we all need one another. We all have light to shine in this story. So we have this amazing, weekend going on of like emotional breakthroughs, seeing new things that we haven't been able to see before. Our eyes kind of begin to open up. Yeah. And we get to add not only, again, the expansion and the sense of transformation to this, but we can structuralize this and implement this into our living. Implementing, stamping, saying, yes, we can pass a new law that says, marriage is for anyone, any gender, anything, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. So it's just like, this is like really big, powerful stuff. It's and how this relates to us as individuals is very potent. It's a potent recipe for good, for positivity. And we also we've got Mercury here. Okay. Mercury on the 3rd, is going to move into Pisces, okay? But today, if you watch the monthly horoscopes I put out, today Mercury enters its shadow period. Now, I'm going to just go through that for a quick second with you and show you how that works. So Mercury, 28 degrees, okay? Now, I'm going to do this kind of quickly, okay? 12 degrees, almost 13 degrees. See, it's going to slow down, station direct. And now we're moving backward until March 10th. We're going back to 28 degrees. And then we slow down right there. Stop again at 28 degrees. Okay? And then, moving forward again until we hit 13 degrees on March 30th. Okay? So we're beginning this cycle where we're moving forward, we move backwards into the same space, and then we move forward again. So this area right now of 28 degrees is very focused for us. The last degrees of any sign are very impactful. The first and last degrees of any sign are very impactful for us. It's like the universe wants us to really draw in and drink in these lessons. So at 28 degrees of Aquarius, it's just like understanding our use of technology, understanding the use of not the use of community, but understanding the power of community, okay? Understanding that together, that when we get out of our comfort shells, when we get out of our comfort zones, when we get out of our shells, that in the community there is much healing that can happen, that there is much good for us to add our light. It's this funny kind of old saying. It's if only the most beautiful birds in the forest were singing, the forest would sound empty. And we don't mean that in a sense of just physical beauty. But again, it's like about self-worth and understanding our own self-worth and how much you as an individual are needed, your beautiful self are needed in the community. Your voice is needed and appreciated. You know, that your brothers and sisters, that this table is empty without you around it, that this room is empty without you adding your light and love to it. So Mercury in Aquarius, it's like ending this connection with the, extraterrestrial, if you will. Again, it's that outer space technology, and it's looking at human life as a whole, again, as a community. So this is the last day again for Mercury to be in this degree until March 10th. And then it's going to stay there for a couple of days. And then it's going to move forward again and finally move out of its shadow period. Okay, and moving into Pisces, which is going to be more connecting with even greater, a sense of spirituality, the sense of oneness, which is really, really powerful. So it's time to start really paying attention to what's going on in our lives between now and February 17th. Is that right? February 17th? I think so. Let me rewind this thing. Yeah. Yeah, 17th. 16th it stations direct, and then the 17th it actually begins to retrograde. So, so between these two dates, what's going on? Because there are lessons to learn. It's about upstairs. It's about us really drawing in and understanding the energy that's happening between us and the community, us as a whole, bringing our individual light out into the world and allowing it to shine. All right. So have a happy Sunday. Again, we have all of this beautiful earth energy about transformation of emotions, transformation, expansion, transcendence, and restructuring our emotions and the traditions, and creating a new law, creating new traditions, and plucking what we loved from our predecessors and applying that into our teachings, and leaving out some of this old world stuff that just no longer serves where we are at as individuals and where we're going. Woo! Happy weekend, everybody. We'll see you on Monday.